Hello, everyone. We're getting this set up. They're setting up our meeting on YouTube. Hello.
Hello, everyone. We're getting this set up.
And I do this every
They're set
time.
up our meeting on YouTube. Hello.
Oh, it wouldn't be me if I didn't do this. Hang on. Mute.
Oh, it wouldn't be.
There we go. Lobster and seafood bisque, anyone? How about a chat? How about a little cattiness? We're going to do it all. We're doing every bit of it tonight. Okay. See, without them, I have contacts that are supposedly bifocal. They don't work. I have to use my little glasses. Aren't they cute? I think they're adorable. And it's sweater season. I love it. Okay, you're going to have to give me a few minutes. As you know, working with these new streaming programs, we're all learning. Let's see. What are we doing here? Let's get this out of the way. We are doing an insomnia cook-off. Isn't it fun? I'm going to let some of you roll in. And as you know, I'm on my trusty dusty stool, like so many of us. There's no point in doing it otherwise. If you'd like to come join us, just let me know and I'll drop you a link. We're playing with Zoom. Now let's get this up front and get this in the back. I've sent some links out. I have some friends that might join us. I hope they do. And you should be getting notifications. Let's bring this down if it's going to listen to me tonight. This is so much fun. Learning. And I hope you learn some things too. We're gonna make some interesting new dishes as we do every week. Oh, pay attention. We are live. This is fun. Now, as a good girl with good manners does, I waited until all the drama and everything was over with. Holly was on, Pirate was on for a long time tonight, and she usually doesn't go this late. So, got my Gatorade. If you want, grab a beverage, go grab a snack. Any fellow insomniacs that want to come in, you are more than welcome. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can drop this down a little bit. See if I can control everything. Since I'm the one that's supposed to know what I'm doing, right? Maybe not. That's all right. No. Okay. Let me make sure that I'm on the right screen because it looks like I've got two of them up. I had one ahead of time. I think this is the one I do want. Yes. And there I see the live chat. Hi, everybody. Bring this out. It's taking me a little time, but I'm getting it. Okay, it says I'm on live chat, I think. Oh, hey, Mandy Walker, your new friend. I am so glad to see you. Okay, I have to get this to where I'm live streaming and I can see everything. Give me just a minute. I'm still working with this. Let me close this out because I don't need it anymore. I had opened actually two. I've got to learn this a little bit better. But it'll happen, you know? We have to give ourselves a learning curve. And that way I can see the chat. I may not be able to read it very well because it's kind of far away. And with me being nearsighted and having to use, or actually farsighted now and having to use reading glasses. So I may not catch all the chat. What I'm going to try to do is pop it out like we used to do. Y'all remember that? And it was so much easier. And then I'm going to do something that I've seen. Here we go. Pop out chat. There we go. All right, and go to Zoom. And I can, oh, that's much better. I should have done that a long time ago. Okay. It says someone I blocked as a moderator in here. Now that shouldn't happen, should it? You know, because it's my chat. If I blocked them, they're not, I shouldn't be able, they shouldn't be moderating in my chat. Okay, let's say hi to everybody. Stewie's going to be watching the fights. I've got them on ESPN. I'm recording them. I hope I did it right. Stewie, Mandy. Let's see who else is in here. Steve Yoakum, thank you for coming. Hey, honey. Let's see. I don't know how many I've got in here. You're going to have to tell me. Can you put a count in? But we'll see. Is it lagging a little? I'm sorry about that. That may be where it's Zoom and, you know, I don't have YouTube exactly right. That's probably my technical difficulties. I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet, but we'll figure it out. And Steve, if you know any way to help me, honey, come on. We're going to be doing seafood bisque, and I'm doing it with a lobster tail, fresh shrimp, crab meat, onions. We'll go through the whole recipe. The recipe's in the description. And then I'm going to be reading mean tweets. Because as y'all know, I've got some haters out there. But unlike a lot of other creators on here, I'm pretty tough. And I have, okay, my internet connection, it's saying is not the greatest. Let me see if I can fix that. Let me do it without my glasses. In West Virginia, they're doing a lot of stuff with the internet. It'll even out the chat. Okay, is it still lagging? God, I feel like I'm blooming blind. And my glasses, my regular glasses without my contacts, are no better. So anyway, before we get started, hit the like button, the subscribe. We all know I have 1,000 trolls that like to come in here and hit the down button and then don't watch the freaking video. So, all right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this stock going. And let me get to my recipe. And please try the fried chicken. Please try the redfish. All the recipes are on www.mamabestworld.com. That's me. Go there, you hit the recipes, you'll see a picture and you'll see the recipe. And if you try something, send me the picture. I'll put your efforts on, whether they turn out great or whether they didn't turn out so great. Tell me what happened. Talk to me. There's a way you can message me on there and I'll put your pictures up, okay? And I hope that everything turns out great. Don't copy and paste your recipe. I copy and paste the recipe from my notes. These are my recipes, okay? I've been cooking since I was little, and my recipes are like nobody else's. Now, I've had recipes stolen. Oh, yeah, I've had a couple caterers steal my recipes. I've seen my recipes with just like one or two things different on other recipe sites. Kind of pisses me off, and I've written them, but my recipes are my recipes. And, you know, and I'll put my hand on a stack of Bibles on that. Paula Deen, Alton Brown, whoever, they may have similar, but they're not mine. Mine are mine, okay? And my daughter does my website. She made the mistake of using some stock photos. I ripped her a new one. I want my photos of my food on my website. That only makes sense, right? Even in my blogs, and I have some blogs that are mixed in with the recipes, those pictures are mine. I took those pictures, okay? And I want everything to be authentic on my stuff. Like the pictures that you see on my Instagram, that's me and my friends. That's me and my family. That's me and my daughter. You know, and some of those pictures my daughter took, and some are just family gatherings or around my house or whatever. Everything that I put up, I want it all to be authentic. Why would I want to put other stuff up? You know, now, did I figure out how to make chicken taste similar to Chick-fil-A? Yeah, but mine's a little bit different. You can go on sites that copy the recipe or try to get close to a little different than mine. Mine's better. And yes, I'm cocky about that. Mine is better. Okay. But I do cut and paste from my notes. You'll see my notes on my computer, or my there's on my computer, and it's actually on my notes on my phone. And when I copy from my phone, from my notes here, because I work on my recipes and I tweak them and I change them, They're underneath every video. They're in the description, and then you'll find them on my website as well. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take one lobster tail. Now you can double and triple this if you have a huge family. Now I like to use a mixture of seafoods in this, and if I have really good fish, you'll see in the recipe I say use, you know, a couple pounds of fish. If you're going, especially if you're going to make a big batch. Okay, let me see. I'm seeing a lot of movement. Lagging is okay. It's late, so you're just listening. That's fine, honey. Oh yeah, the haters are always going to say that I took somebody else's recipe and just changed a couple things. Bullshit. I've been making this stuff for ages. But here you go. We had one fresh lobster tail. I live in West Virginia. Finding some fresh lobster is hard, just like finding a fresh shrimp. Okay, I had to make do. I had fresh frozen shrimp, and I took it and I shelled it and veined it myself. I could not find fresh crab meat. Okay, at the beach we don't catch crabs to take home. My husband fishes with them, and if you watch the redfish, he explains what kind of that he likes the red bottom, the de-virginized crab to catch redfish. Okay, the redfish I save to cook by themselves because it's a delicious fish to grill, to cook blackened as I did. He caught Spanish mackerel and bluefish. Now, if you're cooking fish like an hour after it's out of the ocean and put on ice, you know, you fillet it there and you've got it. It's a great fish. Spanish mackerel, the bluefish, you know, many fish are great right up. But you take it and you freeze it, you know what happens? You've got bones that you can't get out and you got mush. So you know what I did? I said, throw that shit away. I'm not going to eat it. It's just worthless. It's trash. It's like tilapia. If you're eating tilapia and thinking it's a great fish, I'm sorry. Your taste is in your butt. Tilapia is trash fish. And they're making it now to where, and you'll see I'm heating my water up in my saucepan because I'm going to cook this lobster and then we're going to make stock. Tilapia, you can't burn it. There was a huge, and people don't listen to this. I'm going to set this down while the water's getting hot. And it's just plain water, and I'm going to add a little salt to it. Fishermen were throwing tilapia away, and you can believe this or not, I don't care. If you know fish, you'll know this is true. Or if you cook, you'll know, well, no, I got the wrong damn, see what I get to talking, because I need this hot heat. And I need to put this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, wait a minute, you can see me too. I'm important. I may not be able to see the chat as well. Tilapia was being thrown away. Okay, when the fishermen would come in and they would go through and they'd get all the good fish that the restaurants wanted. Okay, and I was doing on the tilapia one. Well, some select marketing exec said, oh, where are you throwing all these fish away? Oh, it's tilapia. You can't season it. I mean, it literally will not take seasoning. Okay, you can cook it for hours and hours. It never burns. But literally, I mean, you could eat it. It's not going to poison you. But you have to cover it, literally. That's why you see it. When you go to the restaurant, what do you see your tilapia with? Oh, tons of Cajun spices covered in creamy shrimp and all this other stuff. Do you ever taste the fish? Do you ever taste a good, flaky, delicious fish, fresh caught? Or even if it's frozen, do you ever taste that? No, you taste all the shit that's on it. That's not a good fish, is it? Any fishermen in the house? Who fishes? Cook fish heads. I'd rather eat a damn fish head, a good fish head. And let me tell you, you know, you could find some fish that, you know, have some flavor in the head. Put a little more on here. But tilapia, no, it's trash. Don't eat it. And they are now breeding, and they're putting in ponds and all this. And you're going to hear the people who breed it say, oh, it's delicious, it's great, it's wonderful for you. Look it up yourself, okay? Because there's lots of people that are going to tell you if they're making money on it, that it's just a wonderful thing for you to eat. It's not, don't eat it. Okay, the same with these fish, that if you don't catch it straight out of the ocean and eat it right then, don't take it home and freeze it if it's going to turn to mush. Google is a beautiful thing. Look it up. Look it up. But there are other fish that are great. Take it home, put it on the freezer, put it on ice immediately, fillet it immediately, bone it, put it on ice, put it in your freezer. If it'll last a couple months, great. Those are the ones you want to go for, okay? My husband caught 45 pounds of useless fish. Why? Because the captain lied to him. And I go looking at him, I'm like, I've never had bluefish or Spanish mackerel away from the shore. Why? I looked it up. You know, I don't cook a lot of fish. I don't cook a whole lot. But what I do, I'm good at. Okay. And there are some things I'm really good at, and there's some things that I'm not. And I'm not an expert on fish, but I'm learning because I've got a husband that fishes a lot. Okay. We're letting this heat up to a good boil. And we're going to boil this for a couple minutes. Let's see, 3 to 4. Yep. So let's see who's talking in the chat. You like fish sticks? No. Fuck Kim Fisher. I have 30 haters watching. Well, hello, haters. You know what? If you can talk in the chat and you haven't been ugly, because you know the rules. If you all don't know the rules of my chat, if you come in here and you act like an ass, you get blocked, and that you lose your privileges. You don't get to talk in here anymore. You can watch and you can record and you can try to say something ugly somewhere else and you can put it on your channel, and I'll probably strike you for it if you do it and you're cyberbullying and harassing, because I don't do that to you. Okay, if you want to make your own content, D and others that I've struck, and you don't have my permission, like Stewie has my permission to do everything. You know why? Because he takes my words and he uses them. And even if I make an ass out of myself, and I have many times, haven't I, Stewie? He has permission. There are other people who have permission to use my content. And if you use it in a fair manner and you show me that I'm being an ass, I'll own it. But if you try to take my words and twist them like that idiot Tally did, and only show part of the clip, not show the full range of what I'm saying, yeah, I'm gonna strike you. So you're welcome to come and stay, and you can record. And if you think that you can make a counterpoint to something that I'm saying, you're more than welcome to. Hey, I'm a fair person. I believe in that, and I'll do it to you too. You know, if you go on your channel and you make content, I'll do the same to you, because I believe turnabout's fair play. All right, make your content. But if you can't make content and you're just gonna rip something off and, you know, try to be, it's slanderous and cyberbullying, then that's no talent. That doesn't take any talent. Okay, but you're 30 lurkers. Hey, thank you for the view. Leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs down, doesn't matter. You know, either way. But thank you for being here. Yeah. I am so proud for you. I'm going to keep donating too. We're going to get you that car. And I don't care to win with earrings. I'm just going to make donations. Vegas. Fun fact, when I was 16, I wanted to be a shrimp boat captain. I told the class that, and the teacher sent me to the principal's office for causing a ruckus. Later, I invested in a boat to do it with some friends. They got popped for moving cocaine, but I made my investment back. Oh, my Lord. So you kind of did Forrest Gump, but you did it in an illicit manner. But hey, at least you got your investment back. Did you ever become a shrimp boat captain and actually get shrimp? Because I think that would be cool. You know, I read all of those books, you know, Prince of Tides and all of those. What was his name? Shit. They made all the movies about, I literally read everything and I just went blank on his name. But they were the best books, but it was always about the Low Country, and I literally fell in love with Savannah and Charleston when the books came out. And it, like we went on our honeymoon and just traveled all down through the South, and it was wonderful. And my husband fell in love with that area too, and we've talked about actually buying a house down there. Just for a second. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, I have, Suey. I mean, I've said some horrible things. I've lost my temper. I've said things wrong, and I've had to go back and apologize for it. And I'm sincere when I give an apology. Other people are like, you don't mean it, but I do. Oh, well, thank you, Mandy. This is actually a new sweater. I'm very happy with it. I'm a sweater person. If you don't know by now, I'm kind of addicted to sweaters. I bought 30 last year that were all white. And yeah, I got in a little trouble for it. He's like really white, all white. Oh, thank you too, Vixen. Oh yeah, they were just great. Hi, Cheshire. I will do what you ask. You got a bunch of shrimp. Unfortunately, you're gonna probably know the ways. I'd rather have the shrimp. I don't do drugs or anything like that. You never was a captain. You have no sea legs. Similar boats. I don't do well. I get seasick too. Hi, Echo. All right, I gotta tell you what. Now I've always had insomnia. Okay, and I think that comes with having generalized anxiety disorder. We're just taking this pot for, I watched pot never boils. Okay, let me make sure I've got everything else ready. I think so. I've always had generalized anxiety disorder, and I can remember having anxiety from the time I keep hunching over and I'm looking like this. I promise I have a neck. I've had generalized anxiety disorder, and I can remember being like 4 and having panic attacks. And that was it was genetic, and it was probably due to the, at my house, there was a lot of yelling with my parents back and forth. It was always loud, and my parents don't argue quietly. Like, they yelled for you to come to dinner. They yelled for you to do this. They yelled for you to do that. They yelled at it was normal to yell. And it affected me. Some families are very quiet. And I didn't know that until I got older and started being around my friends. But the yelling affected me, and I would literally just like that. And so there were nights that I would wake up and I just couldn't get back to sleep. And so I didn't sleep a lot. And then, I was coming from school and I would lay down and take a nap, and my parents would say, that's why you're not sleeping at night. No. So it's been all my life. And actually one of my first jobs, waiting tables, was midnight shift because I found it easier. And and it was on Friday nights and Saturday nights after being at school all day Friday. And of course I would sleep all day Sunday, and then I couldn't sleep some night, and so I'd be tired on Monday. But my mom started I was a nurse, and if you know nurses, if you have nurses in the family, they don't, sometimes some of them don't worry really about prescriptions and things like that. My mom would give me one of my dad's sleeping medications. My dad has insomnia too. That's why I say it's probably genetic. And my mom worked midnights too. So she, it was nothing new. And from the time I was like 16 on, it was a normal thing for me not to be able to sleep. And it's still, here I am, 49, and there are nights that I will wake up at 2 and I cannot sleep. Well, today I was sick during the day. I was thrown up, had stomach upset, and so I slept a lot today. So guess what? I'm wide awake. There's no way I'm going to sleep. I could take some Tylenol key on or some Benadryl. I don't take anything else. I know I get accused of it all the time. There's no sleep for me. So guess what I'm going to do? When I can't sleep like this, I cook. And I'll cook things that we can eat the next day. So my husband loves it when I make this. Come on, dude. Boil. This is one of my husband's favorite dishes. So I asked him to pick up the stuff. And we will have seafood bisque tomorrow and the next day. So it takes the stigma out of not being able to sleep, me watching videos or reading or whatever, and it gives me something constructive to do. And now that I can stream, I get to share with you all and spend time with you all and talk and hear what you all have to say and see what you all are doing. And I get to teach you maybe how to do this as well. And my husband isn't there asleep. He's going fishing. He fishes every Saturday when it's in good weather. And I think I'm going to read some mean tweets while this is going on because I do have so many haters and lurkers. And I find it funny that people get so obsessed with me that they go out of their way to write me stuff. It's kind of funny because I'm not a celebrity. I'm nobody important. Yeah, I'm mouthy and I'm bitchy sometimes, but for the most part, I try to be nice to people, except for a few. Lobster Lives Matter. Hey, Dickered with Dave. Mama needs a steam line. Is that cookie jar in the back? Yes, that is a West. Okay, one of the things that I collect are Nightmare Before I collect cookie jars. Not just any cookie jars, but I collect, I have the, first off, let me turn this around, y'all can see. Okay, this is the Westmoreland. If you know anything about cookie jars, you know that those are the ones you want to collect. This is the Westmoreland Nightmare Before Christmas. It's Sally and Jack and Zero. And it's the Westmoreland one. It's a very collectible one. Okay. Then some of the others that are collected, all the Nightmare Before Christmas ones. I have all the ones that you really, can you see those? My China hutch, I don't put China in. Now, I don't know if you can see. Oh, it's starting to heat up. Can you see the hutch? You will see the Warner Brothers original frog, the one, hello, my baby, hello, my darling, hello, my nighttime gal. You will see Jack, that's the original gravestone. Oogie Boogie. Then there's Jack up against his tombstone in a different position. That is the purse, I believe that's the Louis Vuitton purse. Then you see Santa Claus in the bathtub with, oh shit, the three kids. Now see, I'm going blank. This is what Fowler does to you. Then you'll see the Wicked Witch of the West, Tinkerbell. I have all of the Disney characters: Snoopy, Garfield, Tweety Bird. What's the other one? Anyway, they're all through my house, and I always say that I'm going to be a really, really fun grandma because I have all this stuff. And then I have, of course, you all know a tiny man, a little tiny man. I have those. But like we have a Mickey Mouse phone. Our Christmas tree is all cartoons. And I get a kick out of it. I just do. And it's fun to collect things. I want my house to make people happy when they come in. There's always something to look at. There's always something to, to see whichever way you turn your head. But yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. I collect. I just like it. And we have all the ornaments. And it's just fun to find things. But okay, wait a minute. Let me say now. All right, this is finally boiling. Where are my tongs? Yeah, here they are. Okay, water's boiling. we're going to drop this nice lobster tail in that. Hey Siri, set me an alarm for 4 minutes.
The alarm is set for 3:37 a.m.
How cool is that? If you didn't know that your Siri could set your alarm, you are missing out. It's one of the coolest things when you're cooking and you want to make sure your timing's right. But, so while that's doing that, soon's getting all my glasses. Okay, you're gonna need a pair of kitchen shears. I recommend kitchen shears because knives are a pain in the butt when you're messing with lobster. It's gonna be turning bright pink. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we got a good deal on that hutch. We're always looking for cool furniture. Which lamp? The one on the is above all my teacups. I've got my Eastern Star cups, and then all of the Royal China and all that. I like teacups and saucers. Yes, that's an old Tiffany. The chandelier is not. We found that actually in Gatlinburg and picked it up because we knew when we redid the kitchen that we were going to do red accents. And then we have a hutch over here with all the family pictures. But we pick up things. We've been picking up things since we started dating for the house, and that's the way to do it, you know. But I'm gonna take the lobster tail out with tongs, and what I've done is made a little bag, and it's with cheesecloth. This is one of the reasons this takes all night to do. Make a bag of cheesecloth, and if you check the recipe, you'll see that I have thyme, cloves, and I think 3 leaves of sage in there. And it's just in a little cheesecloth piece, and then I'm going to take the lobster out, and I'm going to cut the shell off, and I'm going to put the shell back in here, and I'm going to put it back in the water. And what that's going to do is make my stock. And the meat is going to get cut up and put with the other meat, and it's going to get put in the big pot with water and wine and tomatoes and cream. And but we're gonna cook all that first, and we'll cook the meat in the stock pot outside of this bag that has the shell and everything in it. And then we'll take this bag up, and this will be added to everything else. And it takes a while to cook. And we're going to puree all of it before we put the meat in, so it's nice and creamy. And it's basically like a, okay, we know that's done. Okay. I'm going to get a little, we don't want to drag that off, do we? No, I'm just going to get it. Rolly, rolly, rolly. Y'all see the people that made fun of my rolling chair? We're making now. Harm y'all. Now, we're just going to fold that up real quick so we don't drag it onto the floor like I was about to. Just get a little plate. Now, look at that. Is that not the most beautiful color you've ever seen? How pretty is that? Just a beautiful coral red. Oh. You know, we gotta let that baby cool. Now we're gonna cut this down because it was on high, because y'all know I couldn't get that thing to boil. We're gonna take it down to about 2.5, 3, all right? Because remember, this is a new range, and it works, and I love it. And I've had comments, ew, I don't like your kitchen. And then I've had a whole lot more saying, oh, I love your kitchen. And those are the ones I like. Okay, so we're gonna cool this down. Let it just calm. And we're going to let this just calm because we're going to take it easy, right? Let's see what y'all are saying in the chat. Show my guns now? No, they're in there. They're with Daniel. Wait a minute, I think I've missed some things. Let me scroll up. Let's see. What's a hutch? It is my cabinet over there. It's a china cabinet. It's another word for china cabinet. Oh, the red chandelier. No, that's not Tiffany. It looks like it's an amber base that comes up, and it's a really, really old Tiffany lamp. Actually, I'll tell you a secret. That cookie jar is worth as much as that lamp, as much as that chandelier. Oh, honey, Yadros. I have wanted this one that I've been looking at, and it's in an antique shop, and it got to go priced. But it's so pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna steam facial. A lobster steam facial. Oh my God. Listen while sleeping, listening to my dulcet tones. Mallory, I sent you an invitation. In Vegas, she can send that invitation over to you, honey, if you want. You are more than welcome. Stewie, when you have money, you don't talk about it. What does that say? Oh, Teresa, I'm so glad you're here. Teresa, did I hit record on this right? It says record on computer, record to the cloud. I didn't hit either one of those, but I'm recording to YouTube, so I guess it's all right, isn't it? It says live on YouTube. So if either one of you ladies want to come up, you are more than welcome. Yeah, let's tell the story, Teresa. You see, I caught the South Bend scoundrel. Shall we call her that? You know, the one who likes to say that she's being harassed when really she's doing my hair. I don't want my hair to fall off from all the same. The South Bend scoundrel. Lord, now it's everywhere. Mallory, I need you to come do my hair. God keeps turning it the wrong color. Is this cool? Woo, it is. Now I'm going to show you a trick here. What we're going to do, we need to get all that good meat because we're going to add it to all this good meat. And then we're going to put it in a stock pot, and then we're going to put the shells in my little bag of spices. So we can put the bag of spices out when we want to. And then we just have meaty goodness in the stock pot, and we're going to put it in here when we're ready. Okay? We're going to break its back. That sounds horrible, but it's not. It's dead. It's dead and cooked. And then we're going to go up the middle. And I promise this doesn't hurt. It's dead. Snip, snip, snip. Snip, snip, snip. All the way to the end. We'll crack that sucker. You know, all those women at work, you know, all those men that have pissed you off. You know, all those people that customer service that didn't listen to a damn thing you had to say. Is when you're going to go, oh, and you're going to pop it. You're going to peel that off the back into one beautiful piece of lobster. Can you tell I've been doing that long? Okay. Separate that out. And now I take my little bag of spices. It's so pretty. And I'm going to put it in there with them. because we've already taken out our anger and aggression. Being so stupid, am I not? But it's fun. You got to play with your food. And know what I always say? And do you know why we're putting the lobster shell with the spices? Because we don't want these sticks, because that's what they are. They're sticks. It's a couple of leaves and some sticks. And we don't want them poking us when we're eating our creamy, delicious bisque with little hunks of seafood. We don't want to get one of those up in our gums or in our teeth or between our teeth. We don't do that, because then we'd have to sit and pick it out, and that's not ladylike or gentlemanly. So what we're going to do, we'll put it in this damn bag, and then we're going to take a little piece of twine, say like that. We'll snip it. I'm surprised that did it on one, because let's face it, kitchen shears cut everything. They're never sharp. Okay, we're going to wrap it around. Wrap it around a couple times, because if this thing goes loose, you're going to be pissed. Because it's going to be all mixed in with the meat. So wrap it around a couple times so we've got it good. And you're going to tie it up, because you're never going to open it again. This thing is going to come right out and go right in the garbage after it's done its deed. Okay, so tie it up good. I'm telling you, if you make this for a dinner party, people are going to go, holy shit, where do you buy those? And you go, how dare you? I made this from scratch, you hateful, hateful thing. Serve it to your mother-in-law to be. You'll be married with a big room. They'll be volunteering to pay for a big wedding. Okay, you're going to throw that back in there. Now, you've got your lobster. And then you'll see it. My mouth is dry. You're just going to leave that in there. You're going to cut this lobster tail up with the dignity that it deserves, because lobster is expensive. I paid $8 for this one tail, and it wasn't even cooked. And it ain't that big. $8. But then again, I am in West by God. And lobsters, I could get crawfish cheaper than I can lobster. Which, by the way, if you want to put crawfish in there, honey, you do it. It's your food. You play with it. Okay. You cut it into chunks. You want it about 1/2 inch. Because remember, you've got other seafood. You've got other stuff that you can put in there. And it's all yours. Okay, now you can see I've got my crab. I've got my shelled and veined, and damn you, you better vein those things. If I hear anybody say, it's just a little vein or two, yuck, take the time, use your thumbnail or a pair of knife if you bite your nails, and get that thing out of there. It's shit. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, now we're going back to the recipe, because I do want to follow my recipe. Okay, once cool, remove lobster tails from the pot and reserve stock. Place tail on its side on the counter, and blah, blah, blah. You saw me do that. Return lobster shells back in the pot, like I did. Now, I don't have to add any water, because I was smart. I put the water in there and boiled it for 45 minutes. I've already got my stock started. Do this, please, okay? Do as I say, not as it's written. And then reduce the heat like we did. It's almost at 3. And simmer for another 20 to 25 minutes. If time permits, simmer for an additional 20 minutes. We got plenty of time. This thing needs to simmer. You know why? We want all the spicy goodness out of the sage and the chives and the thyme. You want all of it out of there. You want it to be as delicious as possible. You know, you can add a little more salt if you think you need it. If you like a little more salt, do it. It's your food. Okay. While the stock is simmering, chop lobster. We already did that. And it says chill until ready to use. So that's fine. It's cool in here. It's very cool in here. That's why I'm wearing a sweater. I did that on purpose because I want to wear a sweater. All right. When ready to strain the shells from the stock and reserve lobster stock. See, I'm teaching you better than I wrote down originally. Now, I wrote this recipe probably about 15 years ago. I'm smarter now. I put them in a bag. All right. Now, after about 20 to 40 minutes, we're going to add olive oil. And we're going to move everything over there. We're going to cook this in the stock pot first. And then we're going to add cream and we're going to do the rest of it. Now, here we're going to have some fun. Mallory, you ready to get up here with me? Vegas Vixen, you ready to get up here with me? Because we're going to have some fun with some ugly tweets. Y'all want to? Okay? Add pot. You know what? You can. And I'm not shitting you. If you like the flavor, and some people do and some people don't. And I saw this on Vice not long ago. You know, they have a show on there. I forget what it's called, but they cook with pot. And they use the leaves. I don't think they use the buds as much, but I saw them cook the turkey with wheat. And I thought, Now, I never particularly liked the taste, but they were using different strains. And then I saw them doing it with seafood, and they were in Australia. And I thought, oh, son of a bitch, that looks good. So, Stewie. Now, I know I'm teaching you to do my fried chicken for you girls. I'm putting it to you. You can get a hold of seafood. Now, this is not that hard. And you can use different kinds of seafood. You saw how I made my little cheesecloth bag. I'm putting you to the test. I want you to do this. And I don't know what strains. I don't know. You're going to have to check the flavors out. But I want you to get back to me. Because we're getting ready to legalize it here. It's already legal, but it has a low THC level. I don't know what CBD would taste like with this, because the edibles that are available to us really are shitty tasting. And they're always with that sour taste stuff. And I don't like that. Honestly, the taste of CBD oil doesn't taste bad to me just on its own. So can I put you to that? Can I give you that test? Or anybody who lives in a state where it's legal, I'd like to see what this tastes like with a good cannabinoid, with a really good strain that has a good flavor. If it does, get back to me, because like I say, I'll try it here. You know, my doctors have said that they will write me, you know, they will all approve a card for me, and then I'll do it again. And I'll make it and I'll try it out. And I will give an honest taste test to it, and we'll try it. What do you say? It's, you know, it helps with my fibromyalgia. I'm not gonna lie. What's the occasion? You know what? I just couldn't sleep. And if you've been following me along, I'm doing soup, and I'm losing weight with the soup. Some of the medicines that I've been on have made me gain weight, and I'm very self-conscious about it, especially after going through gastric bypass. And I lost a lot of weight, and my weight is slowly coming down by substituting 2 of my meals with soup. And people have laughed, and oh, you blew your gastric bypass out, which is bullshit. I have gained some weight. So I'm substituting 2 meals a day with soup, and my weight is slowly coming down. One of my favorite soups is seafood bisque. And if you watch your portion control, you know, it has some cream in it. It does have a little wine in it, but it's all natural ingredients, and it's delicious. So I couldn't sleep. My husband picked up the ingredients, and we're having an all-night cook. So, you know, and I hope people enjoy it. And it's a way for me to share my recipes. My channel has changed a lot. And if you go to my website, you can, let me get off Top Show. How did I end up on Top Show again? If you go to my website, you can get my recipes. You can see what I'm cooking, and you can see some of my blogs. There are 3 up already. It's mamabestworld.com. Yeah, it's my channel, and I want to do different things with it. You know, I'm still me. I mean, I'm still going to pop off when somebody's an asshole to me. You know, I'm going to defend myself. What soups do I eat? Okay, I try to stay away from really heavy carb soups. Like this has a cup of cream in it, but that's for the whole thing, you know. I like chicken noodle soup. I like Italian wedding soup. I like soups that don't have a high fat content, high carbs. Like I had a bowl of chowder. I couldn't finish the bowl. Where I have had gastric sleeve surgery, I'm finding that you can't eat like a whole bowl of soup. So what I'll do is I'll eat like half a bowl in one meal and then another half in another. And with gastric sleeve, you find that you don't eat much at one sitting. I mean, literally, I can eat whatever I want. I'm 3 years out. They tell you you can eat whatever you want, but you're going to get 3 bites. But if you eat something like that's got a lot of fat in it, you're going to throw it up. And there are going to be times that you get one bite and you're like, it's just protein, and the smell of it's going to make you throw up. That's why when people say, oh, I'm going to go get this done, I say, please don't. If there's any way around it, unless you're a type 1 diabetic, like I'm a really brittle type 1 diabetic, I have rheumatoid arthritis, I have a lot of autoimmune diseases. They really told me they kept pressing me and saying there's no other way, because I can't go for a job. Like I used to run all the time. I danced. I was very active. But I'm such a brittle diabetic. We couldn't keep my sugar under control. I was going to die. So with the surgery I had, they took out the first part of my small intestine, and that kept me from being able to absorb sugar. My insulin became under control more. And then I have rheumatoid arthritis, so like my joints don't work. It's not like I can go out and walk. I can't get on a treadmill and walk. The exercises that I do, are like really low impact, which doesn't burn a lot of calories, let's face it. And sometimes my body just doesn't recognize insulin, and sometimes it recognizes it too much. And there's nothing I can do about that. So sometimes my body just puts on fat, and people are like, oh, that's not true. Well, talk to my endocrinologist. I also have Hashimoto's, which means my thyroid doesn't work right. It is overactive and then underactive, and it's constantly inflamed, and I also have a goiter. So when people say you can control it by what you eat, that's not always true. I did Slim Fast for 2 years and gained 70 pounds. And I was so strict on that diet. I was in the ICU like every 6 weeks. My husband will tell you, he watches everything I eat. He buys the groceries, and the medicines that they have me on will make me swell. How many times do you see on there, oh, Mama Best fat fingers? Yeah. I can't get my wedding bands off today. Tomorrow, I may just lay my hand up and they'll fall off. What am I supposed to do? I listen to my doctors. I eat what I'm supposed to. I maintain a low carb, high protein diet. And I try to keep a smile on my face. Yeah, I cook in a rolling chair. Yeah, I use a wheelchair. On a good day, I use a cane. I don't ask for sympathy. There are days that I'm in so much pain, I can't move. I don't go to pain management. I don't want to be on any more drugs. I'm sick of drugs, okay? But I'm going to take it with a smile. I'm going to do all I can. If it kills me early, it does, okay? And if people want to make fun of me for that, then that's their choice, okay? Thank you, Rainbow. I do. I just keep on smiling. And Rainbow, she understands. She goes through the same shit. I mean, there are going to be bullies on the internet. And you know what? They're getting, those people who bully me the most, what's happened to them? Right? Vinny called me. Remember when Vinny said he wanted to take the casters off my wheelchair and throw me off a mountain? And convinced Kyle to make a cartoon about it? And when I was in the ICU with DKA and I was hanging on for dear life, he made t-shirts. Remember that? Where's he now? He called me. He got my phone number and he called me. He said, Mama Beth, how you doing? I said, hello, Vinny G. How are you? I heard you wished me death after my stroke. I said, no. I said, I don't care. What happens to you? I don't care. But I'm not going to make t-shirts about you. I wish you the best. I hope you learned something from this. He said, well, I was just cold. I said, yeah, you have a nice night. And we hung up. And then I called him back because I was really curious to see if he'd actually used his phone number. And I want everybody to listen up. I don't know if Tucker still has his stream up or not. I don't care. I don't care about Tucker either. But Vinny answered his phone. I said, oh, so you did call me from your phone? He said, yeah. I said, I just had one thing to say. I said, what was that? I said, isn't it kind of funny that you made fun of me for being in a wheelchair and now you're stuck in one? And he just sat there for a second and he said, yeah, it is. He said, that's how I thought too. You and my son. There are a lot of people who've been very, very cruel and very unkind to me and others that are on here. I didn't come on here to fight with people. I came on here to help people and try to give some comfort. I saw people that were in pain and they were hurting. And if you go back through to my beginning stream, it's entitled, You're a Gem. Do you have the right jewel? And look at the comments underneath and look who commented. I didn't come here to cause pain or hurt anybody. I didn't come on here to be a bitch, and I wasn't. But the treatment I received turned me into a really hateful person, and I don't like who I ended up becoming. No, I'm not going to do that anymore. It made me into something that I'm not. I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to make my cooking videos. And yeah, I might lose my temper once in a while when somebody says something ugly about my family, my husband, my daughter, my friends. Yeah, I'm not going to say I'm going to be an angel. Yeah, I'm not going. That would be a lie, right? You go back to bed. Love you, Rainbow. But I'm going to be a better person than I have been. I never thought I would say that I was going to shit on somebody's grave. And yeah, I was being sarcastic. I would never literally do that. But you know what? That hurt her feelings. But what people forget is that I had been attacked all summer for dropping a DM to someone who begged me to give it to them. I'd been harassed all summer and I finally lost my shit. And I did something that was out of character. And I felt terrible about it. I tried to laugh it off, but I should never have said it. And that's why I apologized to her for it. But you know what's really funny? She and I are good now. She's forgiven me. She and I've talked several times. And we're okay because she was a good enough person to forgive me for that. But there are people who aren't even involved, who are still saying shitty things to me about tweets that she's forgiven me for, that she was good enough to forgive me for. Well, even though she and I are cool, they have anger. Really? I didn't do anything to them. So that's their deal. I'm not apologizing to them. I apologize to her. And I did it in person. I called her on the phone, on a live stream in public. And she and I've talked in private too. And we're okay. And she said some shitty things about me too. Okay, we're good. She's apologized, I've apologized, we're good. And you know what? To the other people that think they're in the middle of it, deal with your own shit. I can't apologize to the world for something I did to one person. I've had people lie and say that I did things to them, that I diagnosed them, that I also bullshit. But you can believe what you want to believe. Anyway, I'm getting off that topic. Mallory, are you awake? I love you, Rainbow. Yeah. You know you're in trouble, yeah, when I start getting on. That's what my daughter says. Yeah, Teresa, she's another one. But you don't talk about it every second of the day. And I don't either. I don't talk to people when my husband is the one that knows when I'm in pain. My daughter, who adores me, by the way, y'all can say whatever you want, that, you know, and people say terrible things about my relationship with my daughter. You don't even know my kid. You know what one psycho made a crazy video and faked 2 years ago. You don't know my kid. But she can't stand to hear about what's going on with my health because it kills her. This is the way it is. Let's see. Oh, it is a classic, isn't it? You know what? I love sweaters so much, but okay, one of the things with, all right, and this is something that people need to understand. One of the things with having RA and fibro and Hashimoto's and all this stuff, I'm constantly running low-grade fever, and it'll go up and down, up and down. That's why I end up taking ibuprofen so much. Which one of the side effects of ibuprofen is it screws with the way your body metabolizes insulin. So I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. And I can't take Tylenol for it because it fucks with your liver. And guess what? I've got liver problems. I have a thing called Wilson's disease, which that kind of made me go crazy about Julie Sparkles way back because she said that her IUD gave her heavy metal poisoning with copper because it was just the whole thing. You can see it back in my videos. Okay, I actually have Wilson's disease. So it causes problems. I have rings around my irises, and you have to have treatment for it. I can't take Tylenol because of it, because it messes with the liver. So, but I have fevers that go up and down. Well, I get, and I've shown you all, you get flushed, you know, and then I freeze. So sweaters are kind of a thing. But also, somebody made a comment about that my kitchen didn't have windows. I've got a window over my sink, plus I have a fucking balcony. And my kitchen is not on the basement, Lauren doll. I know you think you know. She watches everything I do. It's kind of scary. She's a little obsessed. I guess she hasn't seen that the house is 4 stories, and this is on the 2nd floor, and there's a whole fucking balcony there, and double doors, and they open up, and guess what comes through? A beautiful breeze. A beautiful breeze. Plus we have, you know, central air. All right, there's your screenshot. I know y'all love taking crazy screenshots of me and putting them out in little things. But yeah, so we have a window that really we never open because we don't have to because the balcony's open. And if I need to walk out there, I can, but I don't want to. I'm figuring this laptop out. Okay, so hey Siri, set a timer for 25 minutes.
Okay. Your timer is set for 25 minutes.
That's funny how it does that. Okay. Let me get my other Gatorade. I also have Showgrams, which Tammy Pillfinder also has, and she calls it shotguns. Let's see. No. Oh, let's do her first. That bitch is crazy. Dirty Debbie Twitter. Okay, now she's got me blocked. I love this. So the only way I can see her, and if you didn't know this, you can go to Twitter. You can go to Google and put somebody's Twitter in. And you can see all their shit. It's funny. You have to, there's a special way that you can lock it out of Twitter, but you don't know that. Okay. Now let me tell you about Dirty Debbie. Dirty Debbie was obsessed with me, like in the good way. Okay. Back when I first started my channel, she followed me and she put comments on it. And you can go back through and you can see her comments. In fact, Dirty Debbie followed me on Twitter and on YouTube, and she loved me so much. She begged me to teach her how to make a cheesecake. And I'm like, okay, cheesecake, I don't make very often because they're not easy. Okay, there's a trick to making cheesecake. If you haven't seen my cheesecake recipe, you go to my website, mamabestworld.com, and it's on there. I put it on there on purpose because of her, because she went from being a super fan to a super bitch. And I'm going to read what happened, because she was like, please, 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 will you make me a cheesecake? I don't know how to make a cheesecake, and I love cheesecake. I want an original old-fashioned cheesecake, and I would just love it. Okay, so what I did, because she literally was begging me, she was in my DMs, she bugged the shit out of me. And I said, okay, well, I called my friend Lynn, who makes cheesecakes professionally. And I said, Lynn, I've got this woman who I can't figure out if she loves me or is obsessed with me or wants to wear my skin, but she is begging me to make a cheesecake and teach her how to do it. And she said, and my friend said, Lynn said, I love you, Beth. You're like a sister. We've known each other since we were 4 years old, but I'm writing a cookbook making cheesecakes. I mean, she makes the craziest cheesecakes ever. She said, and I'm not sharing my cheesecake recipe with you, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. She said, I will give you a cheesecake recipe that is similar to mine. It is not identical, because I looked through all of mine and I'm like, fuck, these are hard. I mean, I had my grandmothers, I had my grandmothers, I had my great aunts, I had my aunts, and then I had one that just never really worked out. I'm like, if I make a damn cheesecake and all the ingredients in it and it flops and I film it, I'm going to be so mad, I'm going to throw the damn thing across the room. Because if you've made cheesecakes before, they're not easy. And that's why I was asking Lynn for help. Okay, I see the chat moving. Like, how did I find out I had Hashimoto's? I went to an endocrinologist. And, okay, real quick, side note, ADD. When I was 24, I was in a car accident. 23 or 24. I was in a car accident and I had hurt my spine. Now, I broke my C2, C3 vertebrae when I was 17. I fell. I was in a restaurant and I was working in a restaurant and I hit my neck against the counter. And the floor was slick and I went backwards and I was in a stomach brace and it healed, and I went off to Belgium, became an au pair, and all this, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I was in a car accident and I went forward, and even though I had my seatbelt on, I didn't have an airbag, and so I had whiplash. Well, because I've had the neck injury, they wanted to do, I think it was a CT. It wasn't CT. Anyway, I think it was a sonogram. I was just standing, and they had my head up, and I think they did a sonogram. Anyway, they said, "Has anybody ever told you you had a goiter?" I was like, "No." And they said, "Well, we're going to send you to an endocrinologist." And I said, "Okay." And they did lab work, and I said, "Oh, we think you've got some problems, and you have hypothyroidism, and you have a goiter, and it's right here." And I'm freaking out because then everybody in my family was like, "Oh, we all have thyroid disease, you know." Turns out my dad's dad was the first one to get treated for Graves' disease. And he had to go to Richmond to get treated for it. And there are pictures of him, and he's super thin, and his eyes bulged up. And he always was on Synthroid. And it was on, it was like animal Synthroid, animal, it was like, really, it was back in the 40s. And his sister, and then on my mom's side, an aunt had to have her thyroid removed, and had to be treated. So it's like all through the family. And they said, "You just have hypothyroidism, you take the medicine, you'll be fine." I'm like, "Okay, whatever, it's a pill a day, no big deal." Then I guess it was about maybe 2010. My weight started changing a lot. It would go up and down, up and down, up and down, and I was exercising a lot. And then I had been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, but we knew that was from the medication that I had been given, and we were suing. And my endocrinologist said, "Your levels aren't right. There's something wrong." And they took me in and they did more tests, and they said, "You're high one month, you're low one month," and they kept adjusting the dosage. And they did more tests, and they said, you don't have hyperthyroidism, you have Hashimoto's." And they said, "Your goiter is changing, but you're also developing nodules all through, not goiter, but you're developing," he described it like little pearls. He says like little grapes all the way through. And that's what we see when you have constant inflammation. And then the blood work showed that I had inflammation. And then that's when they started saying you have RA as well. And I had been diagnosed with fibromyalgia also, and Sjogren's. So it kind of, and they explained it to me, you don't get one autoimmune disease, you get many. So the Synthroid was really the first autoimmune disease I had. But anyway, that's what it is. That's what happened. Yay. You deal with it. You deal with the hand here. You have a great recipe for cereal milk. Let's see. You deal with the pain. You smile through it. You use a lot of ice. You use what you can. The Humira and the methotrexate have helped a lot. Talk to your endocrinologist, talk to your rheumatologist. Okay, now back to Dirty Debbie. I swear to God, we're not going to make this a pity party. Okay, so my friend Lynn, she gives me a recipe. She said, "This is so easy. Literally a child could do it." I'm like, "But this is in 1 year." She says, "No, but it's similar." She gave me words. Okay. So this is what I'm going back, and you can look up Dirty Debbie on Google, and I suggest you do. Debbie on Twitter, Dirty Debbie on Twitter. It's at Dirty Debbie. All right, let's go. She's all the way back to 2011, and I got her Twitter shut down. She's pissed. All right. Now, she didn't find me because I wasn't on then. I'll find where she started being crazy with me. She's very sexual, by the way. There are several Dirty Debbies. Oh my God. How many did she lose? Wait a minute, I gotta find the right one. Holy shit. Okay, so she's begging me to make her this damn cheesecake. And I'm like, okay, so I make it. And if you go to my video, I even say this one's for you. And here it's coming. What the hell? How many did she have? Okay, I got one taken away from her. But she's apparently had a lot. All right, I'm going to put Dirty Debbie, Twitter, MBW. Because I'm not the only person she's harassed. Okay. I don't know what all I'm getting into, and it looks pornographic. Okay, let me just describe it. She would get on there and say some of the craziest things that I have ever heard in my life. She would say that I was high. Okay, well, I don't do illegal drugs. We should do it. Might make it easy. She would say I was drunk. She would say that she would say things about my home. And she got it started with a couple others that, let's see, and she would join in with my nemesis, and I think you know who Godzilla is, that we didn't own our home, that I lived in the basement of my mother-in-law's house. You all remember these? Let me pull some other ones up while I'm into this. So I'm like, where is all this coming from? This woman's crazy. And then she started saying that, oh, wait a minute, I got some screenshots. Okay. She got in with this person, and I don't know who she is, and this is not funny. Okay, have you all heard of this Lauren Dahl? Do you all know her? Wait a minute, I can't see. Okay, you all are talking about, yeah, I preach pro-box Katie. Oh my God, would someone please explain to her? Okay, yeah, this is gross. People are like, Lauren Dahl mentioned it too. She was like, because I try to teach people about health. Okay, when you have a compromised immune system, ladies and gentlemen, athlete's foot, jock itch, down under yeast infections, right? Jock itch and yeast infection. If you are a large-breasted lady or just fat, and you smell like you're breaking sourdough bread, it's called candida. I've been very nice about this. I think I have tried to stay like a health teacher would. Have I not? I mean, Stewie asked me about anal, and he turned it into one of the funniest videos ever. I hope you kept that somewhere, because your kids are going to laugh their asses off if they ever find it. And you know it's going to be rolling out there somewhere. It was like a health class. You have good bacteria in your body, and you have bad bacteria in your body. Staph is a bad bacteria. Yeast is a fungus. You have good bacteria that is a probiotic. Pro as in good, Biotic, as in bacteria. You know what the good does? It eats up the bad stuff, right? MRSA. Some people call it MRSA. Okay, it's the bad. When you take antibiotics, broad spectrum antibiotics, like penicillin, amoxicillin, things like that, Keflex, they eat all the bacteria, good and bad. Or if you have a compromised immune system, like someone who's had gastric bypass, or say they have an autoimmune disorder, or they took an antibiotic, or they don't bathe, or if they've worn the same damn top for a month. Fair to say? Y'all know I'm being a little naughty. Let's look. I'm getting glasses on. Let's look. I try. I'm trying to be good, Stewie. It's just so hard. It is hard. Now I'm going to turn the volume down because I would hate to embarrass anybody. Let's see. Well, shit, let me get to it. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Let me get through it. No, she looks so pretty in a red wig. Red hair is just the prettiest color. What top are we wearing there? Looks like that black tank top with that little ruffled sleeve. Okay, let's go to another one. Oh. Black tank top with ruffled sleeve. Black tank top with ruffled sleeve. Let's go back a little further, my God. I mean, I try to teach the younger generation black tank top with the sleeve, with the same sleeve. It's so hard. They don't listen. Now she even said she had to remove a bunch of them, but why is every one of them? Okay, well, let's go to another channel. Oh my God. Poor thing. Maybe the new boyfriend will buy her a top. Ripped the band-aid off, black top, with the same sleeves. Oh my God. And you know, she was homeless, so she wasn't doing any laundry, right? Now, it's hot. Honey, you've admitted that you've rolled from bar to bar. You've slept in gutters. You've slept on couches. You went to a hotel and said, I'm finally able to get a shower, but you didn't do any laundry. Maybe we should put a PayPal together. Can somebody send her some money or a top? Maggie, you sent her all those clothes that were too big. Send her a top. Because let me tell you, and okay, I don't care about a love life. Good on poor old Dougie. I hope Mary's good to him. And I really do, because he's been through it. I felt sorry for the man. I felt sorry for her. She wasn't happy, was she? You know what? So I'm not going to speak on that. That's her business. That's his business. Long lives and God bless. But if you're going to hook up with some guy after meeting him after 4 times and he's been to work all day and he's in a bar and your immune system's compromised because, let's face it, he's been at work all day. I'm sure he's in jeans. We know how hot and sweaty that gets. Any man who's worked outside and worked a hard job, we know it gets a little musty, dusty. Ain't no smell of Gold Bond in there. And she's got a compromised immune system. What are you putting in your mouth? And what happens? 2 days later, you get thrush. What's thrush, people? We all know babies get it. Why do they get it? Because they have underdeveloped immune systems. And they get thrush. What's thrush? Candy. She had to, I'm sure, suck on those tablets and take the nystatin mouthwash. And you know what? You can't do that. Wash that thing before you put it in your mouth. Keep it clean, people. Wash the top. Wear something different. Wash between the folds. Wash the puffy parts. Wash the saggy parts. Wash the damp parts. You know? Come on. And I do wish you all the best with your new relationship. And we'll say that because I'm a kind person. You're the one who went and told me to kill myself, right? Kill yourself. He needs to kill, your husband to kill himself. Okay. Kill me some more. Because see, I'm nice. I'm a kind person. I'm trying to change my ways, right? Katie didn't have a home. She wasn't completely homeless. She had a home with Doug. She just didn't want to be there. She was on couches. And you know what? That's her business. I don't care. I don't care. I wish him the best. I wish her the best. I hope she's happy. I hope the man marries her and takes care of her. Well, she needs it. She needs somebody to take care of her. Okay? She's not going to go to work of 9 to 5. She's going to be on YouTube making videos and probably aggravating people. Let her do what she wants. I don't give a shit. She's out of my line. But the black top irritates me. She's been doing this for how long? That's a pet peeve. I'm not going to get over that. But I do appreciate her calling me meatball because all my merchandise is meatballs and it's made me famous. So I don't care. My channel's doing fine. Okay? And she can go do her thing. She's going to live for her life no matter what anybody tells her. Okay? I'm over. I'm done. You know? She's doing better than Sam is. You know, hey, at least she's got a man, right? And she may never have kids of her own, but she's got 4 now. So, hey. Now, we're cooking and chatting. This is cooking. It's got to simmer a little longer. Okay, we're just chatting. And I said that I was going to go through all my haters' comments and laugh at them. And I got sent a bunch of screenshots, and I'm going to go through them, just laugh at them, because, you know, they do all that other stuff. And Katie's talked about me for a year and a half, so I figured a good dig on that black top wasn't going to hurt nothing. And you know what? I think she's happy. I think she's doing fine. She's got what she wants. Detroit's got what she wants. You know, I think she's probably wanted a baby all along. Good for her. You know, do your thing. Raise that baby. All right. Let's see. This Lauren doll. I don't know who she is. I got her blocked. She got me blocked. But she seems very interested in me. She seems interested in my husband. He's none of her business. He's not on social media. Y'all know that. My husband's a sweetheart and I love him to death. But she keeps asking a lot of questions. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is one of the things that she seems confused on, and I'm just going to answer. Because she's concerned about a lot of people. But she doesn't have a channel, but she watches all our channels. And she has a question, and this is one. MBW, that's me, about her husband. He's the best gift giver. He gives the best gifts. He does. I don't have to say nothing. He knows what I want. It's like he can read my mind. And I try to do the same for him. You know, when we first got together, we said, let's spoil each other, you know, because we're at that age we can, and I try to be thoughtful with him, and he's real thoughtful with me, and I love it. And you know, he's the best. He's the best gift I ever got. And then he says, "How about asking your daddy He ain't my daddy. He's my husband. Daddy/husband to gift you a kitchen above ground. Okay, this is very a kitchen above ground, which I don't really understand because it's on the second floor. Something with windows for fresh air. You could really use daily fresh air. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Y'all look over there. Y'all see? I hope y'all can see. I don't want to throw this laptop off. Do you all see my balcony? This is on the second floor up. You have to walk down like 30 steps to get to the backyard. So, Lauren, thank you for your concern about my daily fresh air, because daily fresh air is important. But we're on the second floor. My kitchen is. And then she says, MBW has so much to say about who's who regarding baby daddies. How many daddies has your daughter known, MB? 1. She has a biological father. And then I remarried and my second husband died. God rest his soul. So he was her stepfather. And after he passed away, God rest his soul, I married my husband after a good time of mourning, and he adopted her. But she's had 1 biological father, 1 stepfather, and 1 man who adopted her. Thank you, Kristen. Thanks for your concern. Man, I don't understand this one. MBW, and it's from Wanda again. She seems very concerned with me. And I want to reassure her that I'm okay. And she says, MBW is the only person, and this was on 9/29, a month ago. MBW is the only person to make everyday things seem wrong. Friends helping each other out irks her. People helping each other out, people with money irks her. Well done. Broke people irk her. No, usually if somebody's broke and they ask me for help, I'll help. Mom's having fun with her daughters irks her. Vacationing irks her. She has the most repulsive personality. I love vacations. And when my friends go on vacation, I usually am really happy to see their pictures. Mom's having fun with her daughters. I love having fun with my daughter. And I cheer moms on who spend time with her daughter. Okay, and then this one, MBW looks like her kitchen, dull and drab, just blah. I just redid my kitchen, and I find it anything but dull and drab. Now, I'm sorry if anybody else does. Do you all think it is? You know, I don't understand why she's so concerned with me. I mean, it's like every day. But Lauren, honey, I wish you the best. I like my life. And things don't irk me as much as you think they do. Okay? I'm actually a pretty happy person. And we've got Bisque. What y'all think? I don't think I should give her any more attention. She really doesn't deserve it. She seems like she's nitpicking. Okay? Let's see who all's talking. YouTube confuses me because people pay way too much attention to things that really aren't important. Like this Lauren doll. Why is my kitchen, or my opinion, so important to her? It's not. My opinion's no more important than anybody else's, and hers isn't either. Everybody is important, and it's all about cooking tonight. And I thought I'd read just a few of my haters' tweets to get a kick out of them, just to see what people write who don't know me. Yeah, it's kind of like Jimmy Fallon reading Joe Blow's stuff, you know? Hey, Celeste. Hey, Blue Magoo. They are awfully concerned about me. And you know what? She's only one. I have some people who tweet about me, and their whole Twitter lines are me. And have been for a couple years. It's not crazy. But you know what? Blow my go, it does make it stronger. Okay, let's see what we got to do next on this recipe. I'm pretty sure I know. And then we'll, you know, if we've got time, yeah, we will. Okay, let's see. Okay. Now we're going to take, let's not do that with our fingers since it's hot, Beth. We're going to take the spice bag out of the stock pot. Okay. Now I'm going to take a little piece from my fingernails and squeeze the last few drops. Take that out. Okay. Now, if you want to follow along the recipe, you can. Add olive oil to medium saucepan over medium-high heat. Saute onion and garlic and thyme and cook for about 4 to 5 minutes. Well, I'm not going to do that because the thyme has already been in here and then put in here. And remember, we didn't want the little sticks that are in the thyme to get in our teeth. And if we had done that, then it would have been left in the onions. Okay, so let's pull down this little saucepan. Let's see if I can manage to do this without having it fall on my head. No! Okay, I don't think I heard anything. Did I? Did I knock my pump off? I do believe I did. Oh, where did it go? Oh no, it's there. Safe. Having it in the right place at the wrong time. Okay, let's go back up here. How much olive oil do I need? 2 tablespoons. Not very much. So, we're not going to have to measure this out with. Just a little bit. That's about right. Boy, I'm just throwing things everywhere tonight, aren't I? See my big butt there. Okay. So now it's medium. All right, we got our onion. Where did my garlic go? Did I go off there? Oh no, there it is. All right, earlier I minced garlic. And that was about 2 teaspoons. And I chopped up my onion. No onion skin in there. Let that heat up. And if you look at the recipe, you'll see that it's 1/2 cup of onion chopped, 2 teaspoons of garlic minced, thyme we already have in there, and God, you can smell it. It smells so good. And the chives and the bay leaves were also in the bag. So the seasoning is already in the stock pot. We have our dry white wine. Now, we're gonna simmer that down, saute it, cook it for about 4 to 5 minutes. Let's get a wooden spoon out. You know, I have a thing for wooden spoons. And if you haven't heard me talk about it before, the more we learn about heavy metals in our body, we know that cooking with aluminum pans is not good. So you'll see me cooking with my steel pans. These are Cuisinart. I really like them. I've had them for several years. You can get really expensive ones and you can get cheap ones. The basic set of these was a little over $400. at Sam's Club. I thought that was to be pretty reasonable. I add to them from time to time. This is a good basic set. They've got the lids. They've got a couple different sizes of deep skillets, the saute pans, lids, and then the strainers. This is a nice beginner set. I have it hanging up here on a nice iron rack that my husband got for me. And just add to it as you go along. Buy a piece at a time. They do stick sometimes, but you know what? They clean up really well. Brillo pad, some Dawn, nail grease. They're great. So we're going to saute these. It's coming along nicely. I love that smell. My whole house is going to smell so good. Now, as it does that, I'm going to get my dry wet wine. I'm going to use about a half a cup. I'll wing this. About half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. You don't want to overdo it, or it's gonna be overbearing to your tomatoes. Okay, you're gonna have your half a cup or so of dry wet wine, a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning. That is a must. If you love seafood like I love seafood, Old Bay, that's it. Then you're gonna have Worcestershire sauce. That's a tablespoon of it. Half teaspoon paprika. You're going to have a half to 1 teaspoon pepper. You're going to have 1.5 cup diced tomatoes. And then you're going to need your 2.5 cup lobster stock, which there you go. And I'm simmering it down. I want it to get pretty stiff. And stiff, I don't mean by texture. I just want it to be a good heavy flavoring. You know, you want to cook it down. Let's see. So I'm keep cooking it. Like I said, you can cook it 20 minutes if you've got a lot of lobster, or you can cook it up to 40 minutes. So keep it going, you know. Now your 1.5 cup diced tomatoes, which I have ready, your lobster stock. You're going to have 1 cup heavy cream. If you don't know the difference, it's either heavy cream or it'll say whipping cream. Either one, same shit. Cream. And then you're going to have 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter, half a stick. Okay. Now, I have not cooked my crab. I haven't cooked my shrimp yet. They're sitting here waiting. So nicely. I want these onions to cook down and not quite caramelize, but close. Now, one handy dandy tool that I could not do without when making bisque is this. It's a pureer. It's a stick pureer. It was a Christmas present years ago from my mother, who didn't know what the hell it was. I just asked for it. She's like, what are you going to do with that? I said, you have no idea. But it's going to make the best cream soups and bisques and lovely things in my kitchen. I use it every time I make sauce. I use it for this, so many different soups, so many different things. Good old Proctor sauce. And all it does is this. And they last forever. I advise you to invest in one if you like to cook, and especially if you like sauces and creamy, delicious things to pour over your stuff. your meats, your fishes, your, you know, if you want a beautiful holiday, whatever you're making that needs to be creamy and delicious and, you know, impress people. Do it. Just do it. Buy one, okay? Now, my beautiful onions and garlic are cooking. Love it. Now this will go in with the tomatoes and the cream. I'm gonna stop here in just a minute. But you're probably thinking, okay, Beth, when you gonna cook the crab and the lobster? Okay, well, my stock is sitting here and it is steaming. I'm going to throw those babies in there. Why? Because I want that flavor. I want that deliciousness in my stock. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to string those suckers right out and put them over here with the lobster, right? Why not? Okay, this is going in the garbage. It's flavored the stock. I can smell that it's perfect. Sometimes the nose knows. I'm surprised that Brian and Merlin aren't in here howling. Oh wait, he's got the door not closed. That's why. Okay, these are almost ready. I've got my lovely shrimp. Put those babies in there. Remember, shrimp does not need to be overcooked. If you overcook shrimp, that's a sin. Now, this imitation crab meat, you can't cook that too much, but it's imitation crab meat. It's already cooked. My daughter used to get the package out. I'd buy it to make something else with. It's imitation crab meat. She'd just eat it. And I'd yell at her. But who could be mad at a dog like that? I need a slotted spoon, but of course, it's probably in the dishwasher. How you know when shrimp's done? It's a pretty pink. So I'm going to do it just a little. Yeah, I'm doing it. Let's see what y'all are saying. Well, it's to help you read better. As long as people aren't yelling, I think we'll be okay. Hey, you writing caps if you need to. I can't see worth the shit without my glasses. Okay. Yes, the biggest crime with cooking shrimp is when they cook it and it's hard. Don't ruin good shrimp. I think it's funny. Look at this imitation crab. Goes right back to being the long pieces of fish. Just slice them out to me. Now, what y'all think? Oh, wait, you can't see it. See, it's pretty and pink. And I don't care what that crab looks like. It's for flavor, not anything else. Oh, let's see. What do y'all think? Can you see it in the light? I get shadows. Just a nice, pretty coral. And we know the lobster's cooked. So I'm just going to drain the liquid off. Because what are we going to do? Woo! We're going to put it over here. One's trying to escape. You cannot escape me. You cannot escape me. Like I say, play with your food. It's yours. My husband's going to be, you watch, my husband will be up here in a little bit. Ready to go fishing. And I guarantee he'll have a bowl of bisque before he goes. You know what? There's nothing that makes me happier than cooking for him. And he can eat anything once in a while. I can smell it and gain weight. But I love to cook for him. It makes me happy when he takes a bite of something and goes, oh my God, that's so good. That's why whenever I cook anything and I'm filming it, I always get him to taste it. He doesn't want to be on camera, y'all know that. He's just shy that way. He doesn't like having his picture taken. He doesn't like being on camera, even though he's so good looking. And any of my friends who met him will tell you, he's a good looking man. He's smart, he's soft-spoken. He's so good to me. So this is one way that it makes me feel that I'm spoiling him back. because this certainly scares me. Come on, you buggers. Because there's all something that we can do to show the people that we love how much we do love and care about them, right? Whether it's, you know, buying their favorite things to snack on, or buying their favorite clothes to wear if they have a certain thing that they like, you know, some designer, the jeans they like, or, you know, whatever it is, or making sure that the bed's made the right way, because all of us have our little quirks, you know. We all have special little things that we like. We like to do. Okay, I got too much. I got all the shrimp out there. Just a little few bits of the crab in there. All right. Now, let's see where we go next. Now, these are done. Looking good. Okay. I don't want to do anything in the wrong order. All right, now we're going to add some wine. We'll take it off the heat. Now, this is a debonair Sauvignon Blanc. I like Sauvignon Blanc when I'm doing this. The reason is it's a dry wine. Y'all can't hardly see me. It's a dry wine. You do not have to use a really expensive wine when you're making this, okay? Save your $40 bottle of wine for the table to go with it. But if you're cooking, you remember you want a nice dry white wine. This is like 15 bucks. It's sore, I think, if that. Because you're going to cook down. You want a nice amount of tannins. You want flavor. You want good flavor with it. But you want it dry. Do not put sweet. You will ruin it. Okay. So I'm going to put about half a cup. And I'm just eyeballing it. Okay, about half a cup in there. And then put that back there. My husband will enjoy that later. And then the Worcestershire. And I believe it's 2 tablespoons. Is that, or 1 tablespoon, excuse me. What's the measuring cup? Measuring spoon, okay. I'm doing this. It's a half a cup. Still say 1 tablespoon. If in doubt, double check. Now, I can eyeball it. After you've been cooking for a while, you know you can eyeball things. All right. Now let's look at it. See? 1 tablespoon. Put it in there. Not too much. Worcestershire is a staple with cooking. And you know, wouldn't you know, after I eyeballed it, there are my spoons. I know I'd put them over here. All right. And then 1/2 teaspoon paprika. There it is. 1/2 teaspoon. Okay. I hate having one of these glasses. I know I'm cute in them, but I don't like a lot of pepper. I'm not a big fan of pepper. Now, y'all know my husband likes cayens and that kind of pepper. I don't like that kind of pepper. I'm allergic to it, and I don't like black pepper very much. So I'm going to use 1/2 teaspoon. You go by your preference. Like I said, it's your food. Play with it. Put, if I can get it. Here we go. And I've got now. Okay. Now it says to cook for about a minute. I'll put that back on there. Now back on. I'm gonna put it on medium heat. Now remember, it's already warm. We'll cook for about a minute or so. Now remember, these steel pots, the sides do not heat up as much. So the liquid inside may be a little bit warmer, but you can feel just a little bit. But you're gonna, it says cook for about a minute, so I'm gonna do for about a minute and a half. I'm gonna let it cook good. Get that flavor, get that onion going through it. Remember, those onions aren't quite caramelized, but they're getting there, and my stock pot is still steaming. If you want to see, I have to put it down a little bit. Look at that, baby. Oh my God, the smell of the seafood is just delicious. Get a little sip. See what y'all are saying while I'm stirring. Yeah, it's a hand blender or a stick blender. You know what? I would love to swap recipes. Oh, blow my go. You need to look on Amazon. And you know what? Sometimes you can find them on sale at Lowe's. When they do, they'll do cook, especially right after Christmas. Sometimes before, but usually right after. Blow my go. I'm sorry that chemo's getting you. Honey, I'm making lobster bisque, or actually seafood bisque, because I've got lobster, shrimp, and crab in here. I've got one lobster tail. I've got about a pound of shrimp and a pound of imitation crab meat, because we in West Virginia, and you know we ain't finding no crab meat. It's lobster bisque, and it is cream tomato base with a lot of other good stuff in it. And if you've never tried it before, it does take a while to make. And the ingredients, they ain't cheap either. And it takes time, but it is so good. It is worth it. Somebody asked what the special occasion was. And I said, well, you know, I've been doing 2 meals a day of soup of some sort, and it's usually low calories soup. You know, soup just usually doesn't have a lot of calories unless you pack it full of stuff. And even this, while it is very rich, seafood doesn't have a lot of calories. Now this does have a little, it's got half a cup of wine in it. It's got a cup of cream in it. It's got tomatoes. It's got the stock from the seafood. But really, once you add it all together, and if you don't, I mean, unless you're drinking the whole pot in a day, which would be impossible, it's not going to make you fat. And honestly, you couldn't eat that much. Even with, you know, the different soups I'm eating, like even if I'm eating a clam chowder, I can't eat a whole bowl. I've had gastric bypass. I eat like half a bowl. So the weight is coming down, and it's coming down slowly. And I'm eating things that are really healthy. You know, I'm eating like beef stew, vegetable soups. Not even a bowl, even if I ate a whole bowl of like wedding soup or something that had a lot of noodles in it, it's 150, 180 calories. Okay, now this is cooked down. As you, oh my God, did I put the Old Bay in it? No, I didn't. Woo! Why didn't you all smack me one? Okay, I gotta take that off the heat. I did not. 1 teaspoon Old Bay. And you know how I know? Because I hadn't opened my new thing of it. Because I made him get me one. Oh, shame on Mama Beth. Woo! That would not have tasted right at all. 1 tablespoon of Old Bay. And listen, if you make it without Old Bay, you might as well not make it. I'm just telling you that now. Oh, I would have noticed that, and so would my beloved. No, 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 ma'am. Oh, because let me tell you, if you don't have Old Bay, you ain't okay. All right. I knew the color was off. The color was all wrong. Old Bay is Cajun seasoning for seafood, and it's used all up and down the East Coast, from Maine to Carolina, all the way across to Cajun country to, oh Lord, that would have ruined it. And I've been sitting up and looking at everybody. I've been kicking myself all day long. By the time I figured it out, he'd had it eat, going, something's wrong with this, honey. Okie dokie. All right. Okay. That would have been a mess. Okay. Now I'm getting out the big boy. Moving the meat up there. Here she comes. We've got to do some rearranging because my big pot's where all this is going. Okay. Let me go over my everything. All right. This first thing going in. Yes, yes. Ain't nothing in here yet but that. Okay. All right. All right. Now we put the tomatoes in. Already measured out. They diced. And if you remember, it's 1.5 cup diced tomatoes. Now we're going to put 2.5 cups of the stock. Oh, my big man. I dropped that lid. Oh. There's a cup. Now remember, we've been cooking this down because we want it to be nice and strong. There's 1. There's 2. Yeah. We got a little left over. We'll find something to do with that. If nothing else, my dog's gonna love that. Put over some dry dog food. Okay, 2.5 cups of lobster stock. All right. Now we're going to need 1 cup heavy cream and 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter. Okay, what we're going to do, we got this going on medium heat. Let's turn everything off, make sure it's all off. And let's get these scissors out of the way. Now, we're going to simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes. Hey, Siri, set me a timer for 10 minutes.
Okay. Your timer is set for 10 minutes.
Okay. Now, it's slow in here. I usually triple this, and you'll see it up to about here. But what you're going to see is this. You're going to see the stock, and you're going to see the diced tomatoes in there. We're going to let it simmer. We'll stir it. I like my wood spoon better. Just stir it real good, and then we're going to use the hand blender or stick blender. And if you don't have one of those, put it in your regular blender. Just blend it. Just, okay? That's all you have to do. And sometimes you'll have to blend it twice because those tomatoes will be stubborn and they won't want to blend up and be all nice and creamy. But you're going to do that. And then you're going to add your cream to it and your butter to it. But you want it good and hot, okay? Because you want it nice and thick. And then you're going to let it sit for a minute. And you're going to put it in the bowls. And you're going to heat up. You know, and if you want to, with the leftover stock, you can put your seafood in it to keep it good and warm. And when you serve it in a bowl, you just put that meat right in the middle on top. You might want to chop up a few little chives to make it pretty and look beautiful in the bowl. And there you have it. You've got your gourmet meal made all by your damn self. And it's not that hard. It just takes time and patience and following the directions. Because as many times as I've made this, I've screwed up and put something or another in wrong. And then, oh, what the hell? You even saw it. Shit. You even saw tonight. What I forget. One of the most important things that you can put in a seafood dish all day. And I'd have been kicking my butt all damn day because he'd eat it. And you're going, honey, what's different about this? So don't ever worry about messing up. As I always say, it's your food, play with it. Now, let's get to chatting while this is cooking, and I'm going to show you how to hand blend it. Let's pull this up close so I can see you and you can see me. I'm so thirsty. I get thirsty at night. I think my sugar rises at night. That wine smells good. I wish I could have a glass. That's right. No Old Bay, no good soup. Oh, yeah. I want a Siri to tell me what room I'm in and why. Well, you're in Mama Beth's world. And do I ever cook Greek food? You know, I do every now and then, but honestly, we have some really good Greek restaurants here. And I love hummus. I can make good hummus. I don't soak the beans, I buy them. And then I put my tahini in there and garlic and whatever I want in there. But I'm not bothering wrapping baba ganoush. I do cook. If I could find, if anybody knows of a good butcher shop somewhere in West by God, I would love to have lamb. Nobody sells lamb around here. There isn't a butcher shop to be found, and I've Googled all over this state and Virginia and North Carolina because we travel. We go to Tennessee, we go to Kentucky, and I can't find a butcher shop that'll sell lamb. The last time I had lamb, we were at Biltmore, and that's the God's honest truth. Hey, Lindsay Russell, you sent me a message on Twitter. Rolanus. Okay, honey. Oh my God, you made baklava the hard way? Oh shit. No. Now I love honey, and I have had some amazing baklava. I have friends that make it. But you gonna mess with that thin ass stuff? I'll pay you to make it for me. And I'm pretty good with pastries, but that's a lot of time and effort. You know, I worked with a lady, her husband wasn't great. What was he? He was from the Middle East. And she really knew her stuff. And she brought some in one time to the office for Christmas. He was in sales. And of course I used to do sales and marketing and advertising. And although people want to call me a liar on that, and I kiss my ass, I worked for Clear Channel and Curtis Media Group, and if you don't know who they are, then oh well. But she made some baklava, and it was so good. She sent me home with about 4 pieces of it. My daughter didn't like it, but boy, I did. Let's see. Yes, baba ganoush. Baba ganoush. Stuffed grape leaves, y'all. And the rice it always has such a beautiful texture to it. Oh, it's so good. I know it's a lot of work. Y'all hear that? That's my husband. He's getting up to go fishing. I know about the time I got this done, he'd be ready and he'd be going and getting me shit together. And this may be his last fishing trip. And we had a deal because he was sick last week. I said, you're taking some antibiotic before you go. I made him take some last night because he was really, really sick. We both were. We've had horrible colds and and I'm like, if it's bacterial, you're taking an antibiotic before you go. You're killing whatever it is. I know. Y'all think I'm bossy on here? This is why I married the sweetest man, because he had to put up with me. Yeah, everybody's like, he's so easy going. I'm like, he has to be. I'm an asshole sometimes, a lot of the time. I'm bossy, and I love him. Oh, wonton soup. Oh my God, and I love it. I love it. But you know what the easiest soup I ever made was egg drop soup. Seriously, so easy. I was like, if I'd have known this, I'd been making it all along. It's chicken soup, you just drop raw eggs in it and they cook. And there you go. And it's easy to flavor. It's easy to cook. I made it for the first time. I was about 15. I was babysitting. And I was like, wow, that's easy. She had a recipe book there and how to do it. Let's see. Stitched with Love by Loretta. You have it at your food city? Oh, we can't get nothing here. I wish. This is going good. Ooh, cooking down good. I think I need to turn the heat down a little bit. Turn it down a little bit, medium. My slidey stool, I love it. I don't want to watch them make it, but I love to eat it. Escargot's good. Yeah, egg drop is so easy to make. I love to watch somebody make wontons. I don't think I've ever seen anybody make them, but I like to eat them. I like a lot of Chinese food. I really do. I like baking too. I need to do pumpkin bread. I have been requested many times by somebody, you gonna make pumpkin bread? I said, I don't know, I want a good chance. I haven't felt well. You know, I was in the hospital a couple weeks ago, and I kept saying, I don't feel good, something's wrong. And I go there, and they're like, it's stress, it's your nerves. They call me 2 days later, and they're like, you've got a raging kidney infection, and you need to get it fixed now. And I went through the antibiotic, and I was like, okay. Because remember how they told me you need to stay off the internet and you need to get your stress down? Remember that? And then they call me, and they're like, oh, no, you need to be on antibiotics right now. So they call me in a prescription, and then they're like, and you still need to rest. I think it's back. I don't feel good. And I've been throwing up And that's why I was sick all day yesterday. And that's why I'm on because I've been sleeping for 2 days, 2-3 days. It's hard. She had a huge soup like pot. It's full of hot oil. Oh my God. You know, have you ever seen how they make the bread for like the Arabic restaurants, different Indian restaurants, where they have the fire in a pot and then they have the dough and they throw it and stick it inside? I watched a cooking show on that and I was like, oh, that is fascinating. And how they keep from burning themselves and knowing exactly, they have to, oh, there's mine. Okay, we're getting ready to make magic. How they know to catch it before it falls off, because as soon as it's done, it falls off. And they know exactly when to do it. It was amazing. Okay, let's play. Oh shit. Let's play old shit. I've done this 1,000 times. You think it doesn't make me nervous, but it does. Okay. Now, we're going to do this. We are going to blend this. It is not as hard as you would think it is. Let me take a sip. My throat is so dry. Beware, I'm going to make a mess. Giving fair warning. Notifications are coming up. Let's close these out because I hate when I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Remember, that's all it does. Just put it down in there. Hold it down flat at first. You want it to be at the bottom of the pot. Okay? Let me take these off so I can see what the heck I'm doing. You want to be at the bottom of the pot because you do not want it to splash up. Well, it looks crazy. You want to keep it down low. Even when like the liquid is up here, you want it to go all the way down. That's why this is as long as it is. Okay, because you want it always will circulate to the bottom. Okay. Just gonna move them around. And you're going to get those tomatoes. Okay. Now you're going to go up and down a little bit, which is going to seem a little scary because it might splash a little bit, but don't go up too far. See how I'm just doing a little bit? And then go back to the bottom and circulate. Go from the outside in, like a Lollapalooza, in that pattern. The very center, and then go out. Now, I have already, my hands get very stiff, and I will get trigger finger if I don't take a break. Good morning, sweetheart. I'm live streaming, baby. Okay, now it's starting to foam, and I can't really see. Well, that's all one was in it. Okay, and I can't really see at the moment if I have it fully creamed or not. And I'm trying to hold that over a bowl. No, I don't. See, I have some pieces of tomato. But it's getting there. There's not as many as there were in the beginning, that's for sure. So we're getting there. What I'm gonna have to do is my writing again. It does take a little while. Remember, there are a lot of little pieces. Okay, run my hand out. All right, let's see how far we've got. We're probably gonna still have some pieces, that's okay. We have time. Oh, we are about finished. Wow, it's looking good. I'm finding one piece of china. Wow, okay, that's great. Now, the drink does wear me out. And I hear a dog. All right, now I'm going to put it back. Put a little heat back on it. Now, get that all the way for a minute. We have our cream. So I'm going to do that without making it foam on the floor. And I think the cream, we got done. I think that's about all it's got left. Lord, I'm sweating. Cream and the butter. That's it. And it's a seasoned with salt and cayenne pepper to taste if desired. Now, you know me, I'm not putting cayenne pepper in it. He might on his individual bowl, but I'm not. I will probably add a little bit of salt. I'm going to taste it. And because I like things to have a little salt. I always salt at the end because if you salt in the very beginning, the salt seems to get lost in the mixture. I always salt water when cooking seafood, just a little like you saw me do at the beginning, but I also salt at the end because the salt seems to stay on top of whatever mixture. Have you ever noticed that when you, okay, say mashed potatoes, if you salt them when you first start cooking them, the salt flavor gets lost. But if you salt at the end, you don't need as much. And I guess we all like to watch our salt, especially those of us with fat fingers. We try to keep our salt intake down. So try to salt at the end so you can actually taste it and it doesn't get lost with all the other spices. All right, I'm gonna measure out our cup of cream. Before I do that, I'm going to put all the meats back in a stock pot so they'll be warmed up for when they're ready to serve. That way, if my beloved husband does happen to want a bowl of seafood bisque, you never know. The man's lasagna and pizza for breakfast. It would not surprise me. Because every woman on the diet knows, or who has to restrict her food, if we can't eat, we like to see our family eat, right? Makes us happy. Put a lid on that, and a little heat to it. It's funny, I've had my range for how long now, and all my appliances I'm still learning them. And as I said, this is just ultra pasteurized cream, heavy cream, whipping cream. It's all the same. Creams, heavy creams, heavy cream. 1 cup. And if you like yours a little creamier, I don't want cream. I don't, he doesn't, so he's pretty much stick to this. And then that will go back in the refrigerator to make a great omelet for him when he wants one. Always keep an eye on your dates so you don't waste it. Now, I'm gonna do a little more of this. Whip it up. Whip it up. Make sure we got that one last bit of together. Okay. Put the bowls in the bowls in the bowls, and then we're going to add the butter as that heats. Put in about half a stick of butter. Remember never to use margarine, please. If you put it outside, a cat or dog won't eat it, you don't eat it. That's about half a stick. Let's stir it in. And you have servings for 4, which will be 2 minutes from now, because he always eats 2 balls. And I'll get a little bit. All right. Now, does anyone have any questions or concerns? Lord, my hair's gone everywhere. That steam did it, didn't it? Let's see. You've got a great grandchild. It's 3. Oh, I'm jealous. All straight A's. Congratulations. You know, I always say, if you love to cook, you'll cook well. If you don't like to cook, you will never cook well. And I think that's the difference in the women in my family. Like my Aunt Ann loves to cook. Great cook. My mom, not so much. She liked to do other things, and she was good at other things. But she never liked to cook. She liked to cook 2 things, deviled eggs and potato salad, and you'll never beat her on either one of them. She did not want to cook on a regular basis. She wanted to do it and get everywhere she cooked while she had to. I love to cook, and I think that's why I'm good at it. There are other things I don't like to do and I'm not good at. You know, so we all have different talents, and it's because we enjoy them. You know, you have to love what you do. Simple as that. But okay, let's see. Before I go to clean my mess. Well, flower power, I might get in trouble for telling you that. Yes, it is actually. And you know, we went to the Amish country back, it was several months ago. We went with our group of friends to give someone a vehicle. If you don't know about the group that I hang with, the pirate ship, we do a lot of charity work. We do a lot of fundraising, and we do it quietly. We're giving away our 3rd car to people who can't afford it and need it. We do a lot of charity work. But after we had done that, we went to Amish country in Ohio and we bought more cheese. More cheese than I think I've ever bought in my life. It was so good. And we're still eating it. And I bought a huge thing of butter. Now, I have a thing. I'm like a lot of cooks. I panic when I don't have certain ingredients like flour, butter, sugar have to be in my pantry at all time. And I bought an Amish thing of butter this big. It's still in there. Because I'm still working on the butter that I had before that. So, yeah, my husband makes fun of me for that. He's like, you really have a thing about butter in your pantry. It's a problem. But, yeah. And now I know why I'm thirsty. My pump is off. I must have knocked it against something. We'll have to go get some insulin. You know, all right, Lindsay, I have the answer to your problems. I have 2 bulging discs in my back, and I have RA and fibromyalgia. I cannot stand up for long amounts of time. So we figured out, I'm in a wheelchair a lot of times, and I was having to cook sitting down in a chair. And we found a rolly chair. It rolls. It has a back on it. It goes up and down. It was less than $70 and I got it at Walmart. And I talk about it in my videos. I have been made fun of by people who are now in wheelchairs. Get you one. I roll around my kitchen in it and I can make these videos because I can't stand up either. Go get you a rolly chair. I'm telling you, it changed my world. It's changed my life. I am so happy I have this thing. I'm able to make cooking videos. I could, do you want go back and look through my videos. I could make videos for a long, long time where I was in my kitchen and cooking. So go get you a rolly chair. I'm telling you, go get you one. It is the coolest thing. And I have had people say, oh my God, I never thought of doing that. And I'm like, who knew? Nobody told us. So get you a rolly chair. All it is an office chair that rolls and it goes up and down and it's got this back on it. See? Now I'm hooked and I can do dishes and I can do all sorts of stuff in my kitchen. It makes me very happy. So get you one. Yeah, my L2 and L3 vertebrae are screwed and my hips, all right, like this is the bad part. All right, I've been on here for a long time. I'm gonna have a lot of trouble walking to go lie down. Like steps are out of the question. This 4-story house. My kitchen is not in the basement. These people are idiots. They want to say my jewelry's costume. My kitchen's in the basement. We live in a cedar shack. Okay, I live in a 4-story cedar shack. Whatever. They say all these crazy things, but they're not true. It doesn't matter because they can say all they want. It doesn't change the truth. My kitchen's on the 2nd story and my bedroom's on 4th. Okay, so sometimes I have to stay on the 2nd story where the 2nd master is that we've turned into a den because my hips and my knees and my feet won't let me go up. And that's okay though. Because at least I've been able to do something really productive and I'm proud of myself. I'm a spoonie and I'm not ashamed of it. And I'm happy that I can do what I can do. And let's see, does anybody have any more questions? Because I'm about ready to get off of here. Yeah, I broke my C2 and C3 when I was 17, but the pain from the L2 and the L3 really get me and they're going to have to do something about it. Because I don't think I can take it anymore. You know, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. And I gotta figure out how to shut this down because I did it a different way this time. and I don't want to lose the video because it's been such a fun time. And, you know, this is a great recipe and I don't want to lose it. And I don't want to make the same mistake that we did the one time and not have it record and stay. So I'm going to be working on this for a little bit. So, but please do get your rolly chair. This shoulder will bother me sometimes. I did not hit record on the Zoom app, but I think I did on the YouTube. So we will see what happens, okay? But, you know, it does suck. Honey, do you want a bowl? You want to try a bowl of Bisque? Not right now, not for breakfast? Okay. Well, you all forgive me. I'm going to turn all of this off. And I think this turned out beautifully. And I'm going to get his help in cleaning up a little bit. And see if I can figure out how to turn this off. Since I don't think I hit the record right on Zoom, but I think I did on YouTube. So let's see what I'm doing here. Let's see what this did. It didn't record on Zoom, I don't think. Just don't say anything, honey. They'll be able to hear you. It says it's live. Go to live control room. I'm just playing with you all. We're going to have to see if it's recorded correctly or not. And I think it may be working. I have no idea. Oh, good grief. I can't get this thing to stop. Why can't I get this thing to just stop? I've got it to. I can't get this damn thing to stop. What the hell? This is crazy. I put it on private. It will not stop. I love you too. I've been trying to go on. Why won't you? Now if